Okay, so now we've come back to the back end of the WordPress website, and I've showed you how to edit your main 3 pages. What I haven't showed you, and I'm going to do it in this video, is how to edit the header and footer of your website. So your header is where your logo and your menu is and your donate button. That's your header, and we're going to scroll right to the bottom, and this grey block here is actually your footer. So I'm going to show you now how to edit that. So you're going to go to the back end and you're going to hover over templates and you're going to go theme builder. Okay, and as you can see, we've got a header. Same principle, we're going to hover over it, right click on edit with the Elementor and open a new tab. And we're going to do the same thing for the footer. Okay, so now I will show you at the end of this video how to edit your menu and to get it to appear like that. But for the time being, I just would like to show you how to edit your header. So this is your, again, it's got a row in, okay? It's got site logo. So now we've made the WordPress website be this logo here. So if we had to, I'll just show you something. We'll just add an image here. And then with this little cog here, it's called dynamic tags. We're going to click on it and we're going to go site logo. Boom, it's going to pull that logo in. So that's how we've set it up. And that way also, if the users click on it, so on another page, it will take them back to the front page. So you can see 3 columns. So we've got the logo, and then we have another button. But what we did was, this is backerbuddy.co.za, and we put a link there. Again, we've got it opening in a new tab, because again, we don't want to take people away from your website. So again, it's 3 columns. 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. So now, the only thing that makes it a little bit different here is you've got a menu. So it's an edit nav menu. Now this is where your menu would be. So we've only got 1 menu. That's why. But if you had multiple, if you had one for your shop, or one for your header, one for your footer, or one for different columns, then you would select which one you want to appear here. But we've only got 1 for the website, so we're going to select that. And now we can come to horizontal, vertical, drop down. Okay, which is, there you go. We don't really have to worry about that, so we're going to put that back to horizontal. Okay, and then we can sort out the alignment. Okay, so I normally have it to the center. Now the pointer, we've got it as text. So if I had to go background, like that, framed, like that. I personally like it on text. It's not so much of a dramatic change, just like that. And then we've got the grow, we can shrink it. This is the animation now. You can see it does that. Float, so you can play around with it. Again, I personally like grow. It's kind of personal opinion. If you'd like to change it, then you can come in and change it. Standard, you can play around with the sub-menu indicators. That is those little drop down things there. So if we were to change it, you see it changes there, the icon, plus sign, there we go. I leave it as classic. Okay, mobile menu. So we're going to set up as a tablet. We're going to align. We're going to put a side, or you can have a center. So now to get the mobile, what you've got to do is you've got to come down to responsive, and you're going to go to mobile. There it is there. So you're going to click there. In this, now if we put it into the center, boom, there we go. So it's probably a lot better to put it there. Now to edit your columns. So what you're going to do is, now remember, you've got a column here that will work for mobile. So we'll make that 50. No, that's not. Let's make it 70. Just leave it what it was. We're going to change the image height to be like that. So let's make it like that. Actually, let's neaten up it. So let's make the column 100. And what we'll do is we'll edit the image. See if it allows us. Put the image, and we want it in the center. There we go. Now we're going to come here and we're going to make the menu 50, right? We're going to make the menu column 50, and we're going to make the donate column. So now, as you can see there, it looks a bit nicer. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it sit like that. There we go. So now that's what a user is going to see when they log onto your website. So they've got the logo, got the donate, and they've got the menu. Maybe we should put the menu there. See, just like that. Okay. Again, style, you can play around. So we've got drop down, so let's click here. You got sizing. Alright, go back to default, just delete that. Border width, back to default with that. We've got the drop down, horizontal padding. Let's leave that, doesn't do much because it's horizontal. Now we've got vertical padding. There you go, like that. So I'll just leave that as drop down. Divider. Now distance is what we wanted. Now distance works with this, you see. Okay, so let's set it up so it's on that line, just like that. Border type, we don't want a border type. So what we're going to do is we're going to go background. We're going to make the background white, just like that. And then the hover, it's already set up, look. So now it kind of just matches. And then the donate. But now what I want to see is, can you see here the logo is just touching? So now that what we're going to do is we're going to go to the edit section. We're going to go to the advanced. We're going to untick this. So now it's individual. And we're just going to add a bit of padding on the bottom. I'll go 10, 30, 50. That's how I normally work it. And as you can see, it just looks a bit nicer. So that's how you'd edit your menu for your header for mobile. And then as you can see, the changes we did on the mobile hasn't affected the changes on the desktop, which is great. So now I'm going to flick over to the footer. Okay, so the footer is the same aspect. So we've got a column, sorry, we've got a row, and go to this row, we've got another row, and we've got another row. Okay, so here we've just got the social media icons linking to all your platforms. If you wanted them in a different order, just drag them like that. I personally normally have Facebook, but this is the order we've chosen. So great, Facebook first, but this is the order we've chosen. So here, so what we did was here, we've got a bit of a blurb, menu, about us, okay, site links, and contact. Again, as you can see, it's all just editing headings. What's going to be quite fun is if we come, this is the menu again, but now instead of it being horizontal like at the top here, we've got it vertical. And then what we'll do is let's make it shrink. There you go. Looks a bit better on the footer, doesn't it? Click there. There's your menu there. There's your button. Now let's go to the mobile side, as you can see here. So personally with mobile, I like things in the center. So we'll put it all in the center, just like that. This one here, what we're going to do now is, right, we're going to set it that it's got none. So now what that means, right, that means is that it's not going to go to what we call a hamburger menu, which is this section here. We'll just put this in the center because we don't need it because we got it on the this looks a little bit nicer now. Maybe we can just put that justified at the bottom, and there we go. And that's how you change your, and there you go, like that. As you can see, it hasn't affected your desktop version. And then again, just down here, this is just a heading. And that is how you'd update your footer. I'm going to show you now how to edit your menu here. So I'm going to close these because we're done. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to leave the front page of the website open. And I'm going to come to the back end of WordPress. And we're going to go to Appearance and Menus. Okay. So here is your menu. Remember we said it was menu 1. That's what we chose here. So what we're going to do is, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to play around with it too much. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go and put newsletter. And watch this. I'm going to put event next to home. Okay. And I'm going to hit save. Now watch event. Event next to home, and then I move newsletter under team. Can you see that? So that's how you do it. So you create a drop down by dragging them. If you want to do another, so that's, for example, there's, now it's under there. If you want to do another drop down, so there, it's just drag and drop. which is lovely. And then you're going to click save menu, come back, check about us, there we go, and there's newsletter. Perfect. That's how you do it. I just would like to show you now how to change your logo. So again, we come to the back end, we're going to go to appearance and go to customize. Now this is where we're setting the logo of the site, and you see we're going to go site identity. Now your site identity is your logo. Your fav icon is here, so this is where you would change the image. Let's change the logo. I'm just going to change the logo for demonstration purposes. Okay, so let's choose this shoe here. Okay, and we're just going to skip cropping for the time being. You'll see now it's going to load, it will change there. And there we go. I'm just going to publish it for demonstration purposes. Now you'll see that will change. Why? Because on the header section, if you remember when you clicked on the image, we had it set to site to logo. That would be the reason. So we're just going to change the logo back now to what it's meant to be. And we're going to skip cropping. There you go. We're going to publish. And there we go. Done. So those are how you're going to be changing your website. If there's anything else, pop us an email and we will gladly assist you. Good luck in the future.